We need to talk about Gorilla Tag. Gorilla Tag was released on February 12th, 2021, about 1 year and 4 months ago. A game that started with a player count of around 100 to now having an active community with over 100,000 people. It's no surprise that Gorilla Tag is a huge success. Although this game definitely is a success, there are some very important concerns I would like to cover. I think it's common knowledge at this point that the content provided by the official developers is lackluster and dry. For the course of almost 1.5 years, we've gotten cosmetics, multiple forest map updates, 5 official maps including canyons and mountains, and 1 new game mode, Hunt. Now this is a great amount of content for a single developer basically working on the game himself, although that excuse can no longer be used. Let's take a look at my research and I will show you how much we are being disregarded as a community by the developers. Let's start with September 2021, the shop/ATM update. Now this update was huge. It gave us a currency to use in-game that we could use on any cosmetics that we wanted. You got 100 shiny rocks per day just for signing in, or you can spend real-world currency to buy shiny rocks if you just couldn't wait to save up, which is a great idea. Now, from the dates of September 2021 through December 24th, 2021, the community had an active player base of about 10,000, sometimes higher. Everyone knows what happens next. December 25th rolls around. Kids just got their Oculus for Christmas and they all downloaded Gorilla Tag as quick as possible, which was great. It grew the player count from an active 10,000 players to nearly 40,000 players overnight. This in itself was a big thing for the game, but that's besides the point. What we really need to focus on is that ATM that got put in the September update. With a ton of new players, all of whom are eager to start playing and wearing their favorite cosmetics, they realize that they have to save up rocks for a while before they can buy anything. Who wants to wait when you can just buy the currency? And using the ATM to buy rocks is not a bad thing. That's not what I'm getting at here. Let's take a quick look at the prices of the shiny rocks. $5 for 1,000 rocks, $10 for 2,200 rocks, and $20 for 5,000 rocks. You see where I'm going here? Let's take for example that out of the 40,000 new people that joined on Christmas, say 60% or about 25,000 people paid minimum $20 for the cost of those cosmetics, 5,000 rocks. That means the developers made about $500,000 Christmas Day. That's amazing profit for any game to run into. But we aren't done. The ATM has been in the game and functional for about 8 months now. Now obviously not as many people are using the ATM like they did on Christmas, but nonetheless it is still being used. We can imagine that with the player count now at almost 100,000 players a day, that statistically 5% will buy rocks every day. So about 5,000 people every day paying minimum $5, coming to a whopping $25,000 a day. Think about that. That is an insane amount of money to be making off an indie game. In fact, at this point, it's not even an indie game, it's just a full mainstream game at this point. Now that I broke down how much money the developers might be making based off average games with similar currency systems, we can go back to the content of the game. Like I said, we've been given multiple forest map updates, 5 official maps including canyons and mountains, cosmetics, and 1 new game mode called Hunt. The last major update was the mountain map release, and since then it's been about as dry as it can be. For a game that has made literal millions off of its community, it's a game with almost no effort put into it. And using the excuse that, oh, he's a one-man team, or he only has a few people working on the game with him, is just bullshit, because with revenue like that, you can pay people to help work on the game. This game has more community-made mods/maps for any recent VR game that I've seen. How is it that normal people who probably live busy lives have time to make such amazing maps and mods, yet the developers who are swimming in our profit fail to deliver fresh content? As of right now, I will still be playing Gorilla Tag every once in a while. But until there is active content and updates with new things to do, I will be looking for other games to keep me occupied that actually make the community feel like they are appreciated. I also believe that people should stop buying shiny rocks, with real-world currency providing the company with more money than they need since they obviously aren't using it properly.